Yeah, welcome to Lizzie's channel. My name is Case, and this is Premier League. Premier League. Games. We need to they come here more analyze and talk about as they go. And what really happened during the week? Saturday games. We see game. Aston Villa played in a draw with Newcastle United and Brighton and Fulham. They shared a punch. Sunderland after 8 years of out in the cold, they are back in the Premier League and they defeat West Ham, coached by Graham Potter, by 3 goals to nil. Wow, that is a good one. And for Tottenham Hotspur, we see what they can do to Burnley. Burnley, they took the Burnley to clean at White Hart Lane and Wolves against Manchester City. Pep Guardiola showed that look, he is into this season on a very good business. He know the laugh. They took Wolves to the cleanup. They defeat Wolves by 3 goals to 5, 4 goals to nil for their own backyard. That is just a game. Now let's talk about Aston Villa game. Aston Villa, Newcastle United. People like watching that game, you will see that look, Eddie Howe, they really miss something now, which is they are really missing Alexander Isak. That is just the way it is. And more talk about CB. It show because some of those chances where the players get to say this was convert to goal. They couldn't do that because imagine if Alexander Isak were there, he could convert those chances. Gordon has some chances, but Elanga, we expected to take that, but they didn't do that. So, but it is just what it is. Now, first game, so players are trying to gel like Elanga come from Nottingham Forest to Newcastle. Gradually he go gel for the team. But at least going away and getting a punch is a good one. What a good way to start the season. At least they don't lose. And for Brighton, seriously, this is one game I thought they thought they won already, and we all thought that finally this one get they won't get they'll start receiving a good name, but it's what it is. For me, Fulham, that minute of the game, they got equalizing goal. It was a hard break for Brighton team, but it is just what it is. And for Sunderland, this is a team that spent 158.5 million pounds in this season's transfer, bringing an experienced captain called Zaka, the Switzerland international, former Arsenal and former Bayer Leverkusen, player coming down to England. He's the captain of the team. They made us come and bring a line, Dingra, the Cote d'Ivoire international with the Brighton before. They made a couple of signings. And what a way, what a way. The state of lights was really, they were so excited to see that joy in the faces of Sunderland fans. We were so excited after being on the court for years and they are back in the Premier League. And this Sunderland thing, I want to wait. I will tell you now, seriously, look when I watch out Sunderland. We told you to see for that first game. They shows in a team where no come this Premier League, conjure. So other things you need to really take note of that. And for Tottenham Hotspur, let's say, yeah, this was the same way they started last season under Liverpool's Kogu. But seriously, you and I will agree with me that Thomas Frank, the new manager right now, is really, really on it. Watching the Tottenham game against Paris Saint Germain, you understand that look, this manager is bringing something to this Paris Saint Germain team. And when I say Solanke Day bench, I was like, what did this man want to do? He wants to start Richardson, and Richardson scoring the two wonderful goals. What class goal from Richardson. One thing about Richardson is on a very good day, Richardson, if he stay injury free, he's one player that look can get you the numbers. We see how when they're Everton now, but since he moved to White Hart Lane, he has not really hit the ground because of injuries. Now we saw no day, all senior players on the senior players. So let's hope that he can carry Tottenham to the next level. But how far they can go is another problem. That's the thing. But Richardson, one thing I can tell you, if he injury free, I'm sure that Richardson will really take Tottenham to the next level. And for Momi Kudus, any day, anytime, Momi Kudus, the one player who say, you can't doubt his talent. I'm telling you, he's one player, when I look at anyone, they watch out like, man, this guy has talent. All he needs to do, he needs a manager will lock down more talent. And that is exactly what we see. Look at the assist when he give for the second goal. You understand? The way he carry the defender come for road, you understand? So that is that's a good game for Tottenham. But let's see how everything will go. And for Wolves, for Wolves Man City. Well, there's not really much talk about the game, but Man City showed that look, they are into business. They don't come joke. This is and for the new players. Thierry Rangers getting his goal. That is a good or what a way to start the season. The new players will come into Man City and get the goals. That is a good one for them because now the confidence they need. But what Pep is trying to do, Pep trying to like come off for that old, those old senior players, starting a new era. And I'm so happy seeing John Stone back in the team, starting with Lewis and Diaz in that defense, and Nuri was a good one, But let's see how the season goes now. For second, third match, you will start to know things really serious for this. And for the Super Sunday game, which is will take place on Sunday, Manchester United against Arsenal. Seriously, a lot of things to talk about in that game. A lot to talk about in that game. But you will agree with me that look, this Manchester United team, the performance you won't compare it to last season. That's the truth. I will seek a couple of changes and some couple of things with the team with Ruben Amorim don't bring to the team. Which if he build on that, definitely the future is bright for Manchester United. But I have a problem. Now, what is the problem? This is a manager. You have a problem with the goalkeeper area. I was expecting by now they will not go back and get player beef. Donnarumma, it's still their house. A lot of goalkeeper, good goalkeeper. Are you going to the season with Onana and with the Turkish international? No, because that goal not supposed to. Not supposed California not supposed to score that goal. He not supposed to score that. He does that 18. That is his territory. That 18 yard. Now in territory. That's the reason why the referee no blow because everybody that expects say the goalkeeper go know what he go do. We saw that similar case thing happen in that same match yesterday with the Deverea. You see, I take hit the ball, I even hit the player. That is it because nine territory, they take cover of the territory. But what did the goalkeeper do? He failed to do that. He was so easy, for them to muzzle him away. So that's the thing. Ruben Amorim should really watch out for because this season, I can tell you for free, Manchester United fans will not take it easy with him because that's the truth. Because you don't bring Matikuha, don't come. One will say some couple of flashes of things between these players, but the thing is that their final 10 is still questioned. And I get one problem. Wow, one thing bother me yesterday. Okay, you brought Benjamin Sesko. I was expecting Benjamin Sesko, to start in the game, but he has his rating starting Mount. Looking at the preseason, Mount too. He get a couple of good games. So I guess that's the reason why you start Mount. Maybe try to reduce Benjamin Sesko gradually to the Premier League, and maybe that's the reason. But so far, all play. Manchester United, we are top notch in that game yesterday, but they need to do better. But for Arsenal, well, I can say I can't remember the last time Manchester United dominated the game like having goal or shot target. You would say even De Vrij was the savior. He was the man of the match. That in the game. De Vrij, the goalkeeper of Arsenal. But Arteta, one thing he has to have in mind: there is no excuse for Arteta. That's the truth. Arsenal fans are not going to take excuse. They expect it because what is the problem? They need a number and down the number. Because you guys don't come cap for these leagues before coming into the Premier League. So every Arsenal fans expect Peter Gyökeres to hit the ground running. And now he don't play game against Man, he don't score. Second game, he needs to up and do it. If he don't score game, score third game, pressure will come in. And the fans will not take it lightly with him because they want Peter Gyökeres to hit the ground running. That is what they brought him. But let's see how it goes. At that time, so going to be under pressure because this season, every Arsenal fans, what they want, either they win the Premier League or they win the Champions League. They are tired of winning the FA Cup, the Carling Cup. No, Arsenal fans want to go. They want to get a step ahead because on 2-3 occasions, for the past 3 seasons, they come second. So they want to lay hold on that Premier League or the Champions League. But it is just what it is. It is what it is. This was channel. Won't be for the comment section. Man, tell me your top 6. Tell me the team where you think they will make the top 6 at the end of the season. Thank you very much. Bye.